Okay, welcome to the bracket episode 160. Today we are a bit of a skeleton crew on account of the case race. Chicago will not be joining today. We have a crew of myself, Klemmer, Tommy, and Marty Mush. And today we are debating what everyday things should be in the Olympics. So we'll say non-Olympic-ish events. You know what I mean? It's kind of like harder to define here because there's some things where like it requires some sort of athleticism to a degree, but it's mostly like non-athletic-ish.
Everyday life activities.
Yeah, that should be in the Olympics, or could be interesting at least to watch in the Olympics. But before we get to that, let's talk about game time. The big game is coming up. Don't forget the verbiage because that's something we can never forget here. Don't actually say the word. You can get tickets to the big game right now in Phoenix, Arizona, right? Or no, New Orleans. I always say Phoenix because that's like my default. Damn it, big game city. I just said it. It's the default city for that. You can get tickets to it in 605 row 20, $6,356. If you're a big Eagles or Chiefs fan, that sounds probably great to you. The big game is here, and there's no better time to go out and get some games with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time? Now with the brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it easier than ever to watch a game. Game Time their picks filter out the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on seats that you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Philly is looking to knock off Kansas City and New Orleans, and you can get your tickets with Game Time. So just pull up your chosen event, turn on Game Time Picks settings at the top of the screen, or browse for the best local Game Time Picks and deals near you on the Game Time app homepage. So what are you waiting for? We're going to go buy those big game tickets now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code BRACKET for $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BRACKET for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
If the Jets ever made the big game, I would easily drop $6,000 on.
To go to the Jets?
Yes! I'm sure it'd be probably
Better
more than
at
that,
home.
though, because every other Jets fan had the same thought process.
Yeah. We're out of the ad, so I think we could say Super Bowl now. I think I would, I'm trying to think of how much I would pay to see. If they were playing a team where they had, like, no chance.
Jets have made a Super Bowl in my lifetime. I would just go.
Tom, we have two. I don't need to go.
Yeah, no, you guys are good.
Two?
I'll watch that.
You guys have been to four.
No, two for us.
Five in my lifetime, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but two that we played.
Two for us.
There was one in my lifetime, and I was 1 year old for it, not a fan of football yet, and the Chargers got smoked.
Oh, that was
by the
maybe
49ers.
the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life.
It was like I don't even know what it was, like 39-7 or something.
No, it was more than that. No, it was like
worse as 40s.
Do you guys remember the Kerry Collins one? You're too young for that, huh? That's crazy.
I don't remember. I know of it, but I don't
Really?
remember.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. They were like,
It's just crazy because I was
they're like
That's how
6 years
time
old.
works.
Yeah.
I
I was
know.
4.
I know. I was an
yeah.
adult.
Yeah,
Like it's just
six.
crazy to think that
Yeah.
I'm not much older than you guys. It's just weird.
Yeah, me being 6 and you being an adult is scary.
I was 21.
When I
Yeah.
was 6.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, that's what I mean. Like sometimes I
That's
forget.
scary.
I'm like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah. All right, so our first match of the day, we're saying mostly generally non-athletic things that should be in the Olympics. First matchup is number 12 seed, poker, which I think would be interesting in that. And also, I was asking Nate about this earlier, like who would win in an Olympics in poker, because I don't know what this like the sort of like spread is for nationalities as far as like poker talent. It's basically us, Germany, maybe Canada, and then like China, and then like there's really not a big
China's really good.
They're just big into gambling.
I could see Russia being good too.
Yeah, they could be up there. Although they gambled.
What? 'Cause you
In the
watch
Donbass.
Rounders?
I don't know, just
Yeah, that's
like,
definitely a massive part of his.
Those
when I
Blast
think
the pot.
poker, I just think Russians. You know, they're always bluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're scary.
Yeah.
And poker is going up against the number 5 seed, which I love. Somebody submitted lawn mowing. So mowing the
Ooh.
perfect lawn,
This is
perfect lines.
Easy.
Yeah. See, like we already have a World Series of poker. The lawn mowing.
Yeah, but it's
But
very
I
Yeah.
think
It's not
both, I
teams.
actually do think it would be pretty cool. Even if
Yeah.
it wasn't teams, it's like you actually just have World Series poker in the Olympics and you have Americans.
I think
and
you're right.
everything,
Marty.
like-
I don't think you're wrong at all.
Yeah.
But lawn mowing, though, I've never really seen competitive lawn mowing, have I?
I've said that tirelessly that I am one of the best lawnmowers out there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mixtape used to be, that's how we figure out Dana,
Yeah.
first time he's ever done it. But like my line, I used to do designs in my backyard.
Oh shit.
I was so into lawn.
You could do designs?
Yeah.
What kind of designs?
I would did like the Yankees symbol once.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was with like a push mower. Yeah,
Now-
I know. I'm talented at the lawn mowing.
Now, which region do you think would be the most talented at the lawn mowing Olympics?
I think Long Island,
wonder.
apparently.
No, I'm not talking about in countries.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out, throwing the idea.
Oh.
Tommy.
Americans?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Definitely-
you're implying.
In the Americas.
Definitely in the-
Definitely would come from the Americas.
my younger brother's a landscaper, and he is fucking good.
But
at it. I
imagine
think
this
he
though.
can do it.
Imagine you have like not just lawn mowing, but like a landscaping
Yes.
Olympics where it's like you have the lawnmower, then
Hedging.
it's a relay race, goes to the edger, then goes to the blower,
Yep.
and then to the bagging. The bagging of
the
leaves
bag.
and shit would be that'd be electric. We
Yeah,
should do that ourselves.
I also just like the idea of like the judges are just like, what's the perfect lawn?
Yes,
You know, it's like
exactly.
they judge whatever the perfect dive is. Like that's somewhat
Subjective,
subjective.
yeah.
Like,
But there are measurements like
Yeah.
that they use, like
Yeah.
is it how is the grass cut? Is it even? Things like
Yeah.
that. You can-
that I also feel like it would be like oddly satisfying. Like there'd be
That's-
something about it. Like it'd be really
Yes.
just interesting to watch how carefully they manicure it.
Yes.
Well,
dude.
there's a Kirk's old producer Gus would do a lawnmower simulator on his computer, and he says it's very relaxing. He does it at night.
I could see that.
That's insane because we used to on our stream we would do power washing. Like
Oh, he
That
does
sounds
that.
awesome.
That's what he does
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Power
I
washing.
think he does lawnmowing too, but he definitely does the power
let me tell you,
washing.
power. It gets boring. I get it because it's just like it gets off the dirt and you feel like I feel accomplished.
Yes.
But lawn mowing itself is very soothing. You put music on
Yeah.
and just like how you're in your own thoughts and you see the lines you
Getting
just made. You're
clean,
like,
yeah.
wow.
It's almost like if you're giving someone like a haircut or something. Like, I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it, but like
Oh,
that
you know, I
feeling.
love watching haircuts. Yeah,
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah, he
I
loves.
love
it.
watching.
You like watching
haircuts.
haircuts?
He does
Love
the hot
watching.
Like
shit
on like
thing.
YouTube, somebody else getting a haircut.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. Some
I-
ASMR
I
haircut.
get so I
No,
don't like
it's the
getting my
way they
haircut. I get bored.
carefully. I like
Well,
to
I go
watch
to
a
a
hot towel
salon now.
shave.
Salon, that's where it's at.
Why?
It's much
Because
more
it's all the
relaxed, yeah.
women are just talking shit about all the things,
Yeah.
and it's not like I'm not like it's kind of fun. Barber shops are like more like I'm like scared to go into. I'm not cool enough to be at some of them.
No, definitely. Actually, my main hair cutter is a Dominican guy, and he makes me feel very cool when I go there.
Yeah.
It makes me
Mine
feel
now
great.
does not speak to me, and it's the best relationship.
perfect.
I've
That
had.
I would like.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Marty. Poker versus lawn mowing.
I'm going lawn mowing. Lawn mowing is. I think both are actually really good
Hmm.
ideas, but I'm gonna go lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing.
Easily lawn mowing. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not in the Olympics, but if you want to watch people from all over the world play poker competitively, you've got the World Series of Poker.
Yeah.
You do, but at the same time, I feel like it would be so much more fun to root for like America to take all the money from China.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like that's
Some
fun.
tariffs.
No, it definitely would be.
Yeah,
But I'm still going lawn mowing.
like that would be like watching, especially they're taking down the scaffolding outside of the Barstool office. for
Taking
the
it down
first
to
time.
take
Jumped
it
like 10 feet. in the
Back
air.
up, probably put it back up like a month later.
Yeah, a month later. The scaffolding went up when we moved in early 2019, and it has not come down since. It has been 6 straight years. Full scaffolding. They're finally taking it down, maybe. But I think it'd be cool, like watching, especially a personality in poker, like Phil Hellmuth, or like one of like the like
Barstool Nate.
Barstool Mints.
Imagine Nate winning a gold medal.
Naming a gold medal, dude. Like biting it next to like Granu and like all these other like
Nate winning
He's
a
in the
gold
Olympic
medal
Village
and
in the hotel
Dave
with
not
the-
caring.
Dave would not care at all. Holy shit. But I think if I was going to picture like one of these to be in the Olympics, it would definitely be poker. Like that seems like it would be a much more fun thing, but I would rather watch the lawn mowing, so I would do a vote lawn mowing.
I'd like to see both these in the Olympics. Actually, I'm not really an Olympic guy, but these would both strike my fancy. But I'm gonna go on mowing as well.
Lawn mowing, going to move on. Now we have the number 4 seed versus the number 13 seed. The 4 seed is Magic, which we talked a little bit ahead of time. I do think that in like a subjective judging of Magic would be very interesting to watch, because like when you watch something like Oz the Mentalist, or you watch like the dudes even on like X Factor or whatever, they do shit you could never. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Oz the Mentalist needs to be like burned at the stake.
Where's he at? Is he
Oz
from-
the Mentalist. I know everybody, and I almost feel like we've had this exact debate before on the bracket, because I remember me and Klemmer having this debate, so I
Yes.
don't want to rehash it. I'm pretty sure Oz the Mentalist has actual superpowers. Like, I think he's the one that's been gifted real powers.
And this is what he does with his
Clemmer
powers.
obviously hates the Oz, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's
He
fine.
just,
I-
like,
I can see it, but when he does
no.
that voice,
Klemmer's the
I
guy
know
watching
he
Magic
hates-
being like, wow.
No. I've gone to magic shows in the city. This
Yeah.
Magic was done really well. It's cool. I like Magic. The idea that you think that he has superpowers is very dumb. And
I
you-
think there's a chance.
This is a little different, where it's like, why did when Joe Burrow threw the ball to someone at that one's the one that gets me. When he said
everything.
was
He
gonna
predicts
get
the
it and throw
exact
it.
score that people had.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Calling people in their contacts. He might have something.
But you
going
think
on.
this is what he chooses to do with his powers?
What
as
else
opposed
would
to
What else would you do?
not tell anyone? Just be really rich.
How though?
How?
Use-
How? He is really rich.
No, but you'd be like insanely rich. You'd like if you could predict or knew what people were thinking, you could use that to your advantage.
I think
a much better way than
maybe
being
he is
on,
on the side.
I don't know if you can.
being on Hard Knocks.
I think it'd be harder to the way he's doing it is way because we're dumb people. Like I think it's way easier to take our money of like being how like he thinks
No, but he
he's
thinks it's
superheroes.
superpower. He thinks it's real.
Exactly. He took a
Supernatural, yeah.
moron thinking that he has
Oh, all right,
superpowers,
so-
where he's trying to do it like smart people. It might not work.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying he's an idiot for thinking that he has superpowers.
No,
He's just-
I'm
he's a
not
very
willing
good-
to
he's a
die.
good illusionist.
I'm
He's a
not
good
willing to
illusionist.
die on that hill. If it came out, Oz the Mentalist had some sort of superpower, I'd say, yeah, that checks out. To me.
Yeah.
I wonder how it would work. Would it be like a Ryder Cup? Like we get to pick 4 magicians and like anyone else. go up-
Good luck taking down Oz the Mentalist.
Well,
He'd be the Michael fucking Phelps.
First,
of
by the way,
Olympic
I just
magic.
looked up. He has dual. He's Israeli and American, so
Oh,
he could play for.
We
he'd
got to
play
get
for
him on.
us.
We got to get him on our
Yeah,
side.
but if we had like him, Chris Angel, and like David Blaine on a team,
Let's say we got Blaine.
yeah, we get all
Yeah,
3
yeah,
of those.
yeah.
Like I don't know who beats. I don't know. Is there a French magician that can even come?
I
close
bet
to
the
that?
French have some sneaky devils.
Yeah.
Very possible. And that's going up against the number 13 seed. This is one that I got submitted, and I think it's kind of there's something to it. Just naming athletes. We talk a lot about guys just sitting in a circle naming athletes forever, something we can all do. I don't know how you would do it, but if you're like, hey, name keep naming athletes that were active in 2002, and just keep going and keep going and keep going until someone gets eliminated. I think there'd be something there.
That sounds kind of dreadful.
Compared to Magic, yeah, it's kind of a tough matchup, but that's why
Yeah.
one's.
But
the
also,
4
then
and they're 15.
is it like if we're going against India, like do they have a professional cricket player that they could
Right.
pull out of
If I
that?
say,
hat?
yeah, they're not going to say.
And if we're
David
doing
no, you
professional
have to.
American sports, I mean, then it's
No,
a
I
fucking
think
blowout.
I think you
Yeah.
literally have to do the name game of anyone that's professional athlete
right.
in any
and a live
in any
fact
sport.
check.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
That would be horrible to watch.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, all right.
We do it with my friends. And we
Rich
get bored of it.
Aurelia. All right, great. It's like I don't want to watch that for fucking 5 hours.
I think
We
you
should
tune in.
do-
It's
Relax.
more fun to do than to watch. That's
Correct.
For sure.
Yeah.
We should live stream us all doing a name game until everyone's out.
There'd be,
would be
everyone would be
fun.
tuning out within like 5
Yeah.
minutes. Of what
Yes,
we say,
it
yeah.
sounds.
We've done worse streams.
Fair. Klemmer?
Yeah, Magic. Like this is like the other one is something I wouldn't even want to be in the Olympics. Something I wouldn't want to watch ever. It sounds like a punishment. The Magic sounds very cool.
I like the Magic too, and the idea of our top magicians all like coming together with a routine could be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in your shot. Like if Chris Angel can make the Statue of Liberty disappear,
Yes.
like what the fuck can all 3 of them do?
Yeah.
So I'm going
Wow.
Magic.
Yeah. Magic, easy.
Yeah, 3.
See Oz on the grand stage.
Magic, yeah, Magic. I also, when I watch Magic, and I know it's most of the time nothing's going on in my brain, I wipe it clean. I just let it engulf me of like, they're incredible. I don't try and figure it out because I hate people that try and figure it out in every way. I have one card trick.
Same.
It's the
I've got a
best
good card trick.
card trick of all time. And I have one kid still texting me being like, any party I go to, he does it.
Oh,
And because I only told him.
Oh, all right.
And I like telling everyone else. I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
do we have a deck of cards? Maybe
Sure
we'll see
we
if we
do.
find it later. So either way, Magic's going to move on. Now we have the number 9 seed versus the number 8 seed. One of them is Tommy's, the number 8 seed, which is going to sleep really fast. Who could go to sleep the
Yeah, who could
fastest?
fall asleep the fastest?
I think I guess
I'd be
you-
bad at this.
I guess
My
you put like a
dad would be
strobe
up
on them,
there.
right?
Yeah, you'd have. I'm sure there's technology to know if
Yeah.
someone's official.
Oh yeah, yeah. There
Yeah.
is. There absolutely is. There's sleep studies done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe when you achieve REM.
Exactly, yeah. So it'd be
Yeah.
like once you enter REM sleep, like you're in the lead. But that would be incredible to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know who would be the best.
I don't know. Like, can you have a live crowd? Like, do you have a ruckus crowd? Make it harder,
That'd be
or
like
do you have
soundproof.
dead silence?
No. I think you're in a stadium.
True.
But
It's more
maybe the
pressure.
crowd treats it like tennis, where they're respectful.
Very respectful.
And they're like, no, you might get a heckler or two, but for the most part, they're like, oh.
Yeah, like they're watching the brain waves on the big screen,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
slowly
yeah.
go down. Like,
There could
oh!
also be different type of like sleep, like fastest sleeper, how loud it is, and people are still like actually in
Yeah.
sleep, like something like that.
how long they could stay asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like you just got like deaf people doing it.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that's the Special Olympics.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
no, I mean,
The go to sleep part of the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So going to
they'd be really good. I mean, their times would exceed the regular Olympics. Though,
Yeah.
in particular.
Yeah, deaf people must sleep like babies.
That's
How
true.
do they wake up? How do
Or
they have an alarm?
blind
I guess-
people, too.
oh, I
Maybe
guess.
you could do put your phone on vibrate.
I mean, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
blind people probably actually sleep bad because, well, I guess this isn't true, but I always thought for a while that blind people like Daredevil all had heightened other
Yeah,
senses.
another sense.
I think they do.
They do.
They might, yeah, not to Daredevil's level, but if they
No,
do
not
have,
to Daredevil.
if they do have better hearing,
They
like
do.
that would be annoying. It'd be harder to sleep like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's see. Characterization.
But the depth, they must have
And
the
also,
most
like-
peaceful night's sleep of all
Like part
time.
of sleeping is like when it gets dark. Like you just close your eyes, it's good, and that relaxes me. But if you have like complete blindness and it's always dark,
Yeah.
then like
But also, if it's always quiet in your ears, it doesn't. You might not. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
true.
when it's too quiet, I don't like to sleep. I need a little noise.
Yeah, I need white noise.
Let's
Really?
see.
Yeah.
Elderly people with hearing loss as of right now slept better and woke up more refreshed than their younger individuals with
I
hearing
could-
loss. So
That
that's
makes
just
sense.
old though.
I
so.
could wake up without alarms. If I sometimes like I'll be at home. Like if I'll say what time I want to get up. I wake up around. that time.
I've had it
Yeah.
very similar. I think the like Arrested Development, George Michael's internal body clock, like is like perfect. Like I feel like that happens to me too.
I only do that when I need to get up for something. I get like for an early flight. But I think
Yes.
it's only happening because I'm not sleeping very well.
Because that's why you're up so early. Because you're not in REM at
Right,
all. You're
exactly.
just like I know I have to get up.
But if
at
I'm
4
actually
a.m.
like really sleeping, I need
Yeah.
an alarm. I'm fucked.
So going to sleep is going up against the number 9 seed, another one that was submitted a lot. And I don't know, it physically could never be in the Olympics. But like the thought of it, like the race would be very interesting. Just cranking off. Who would be able to jizz the quickest under pressure?
No.
I have no idea.
Horrible.
That
Ew.
sounds horrible.
Again, could never be.
what?
Could never.
And winning is coming first.
Then if it's a race and you're under pressure and you have a crowd on you, like
I do not
like
want
you-
to watch that.
I would
you
never
kinda-
watch it. I'm saying as far as like a competition.
I think you
So-
put this in yourself.
No, it was me. I swear to God, I
this is
promise.
Kenjac
Yeah.
special.
I promise it was. I would watch it, and not in the Olympics,
You want to
but
watch some like two pump chump? Like, oh wow, great.
that would be if you saw someone literally go boop boop and jizz came out, you'd be like, "That's how did that?"
I
work?
would think that guy sucks.
No, I would not.
Yeah, no.
That would be insanely impressive.
No.
No,
I don't know if
No.
it would be.
Do you think there's anyone in the world that can do that? Like, do you just sit there?
Probably.
Yeah.
2 strokes jizz comes out.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can
probably.
make themselves come with their minds.
No fucking.
I bet there's
Without
people
touching?
there. Yeah, I bet people can do that.
I don't know.
I'm sure.
Now
there's a lot.
that I might watch.
You wanna watch
who
some-
can make themselves
Yeah,
come the
boom.
quickest with no touch?
with no touching.
that I might be. That I might tune in for.
2 guys sitting like Indian style, just
Yeah.
like. next to-
I'd rather watch someone take the biggest shit ever than
That's-
watch someone jack off.
Hey, hold on to that one.
Oh, that's a thing?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I'm like, and like, I don't want to watch either thing, but I'd rather watch someone like have like competitive shitting
You really
than
don't-
competitive jacking off.
You don't
competitive jacking off is gross.
But it's obviously gross, but
Well,
like
you put it on this fucking list of 16
it'd be physically.
things.
I think it'd be physically impressive to see someone be able to do that. Like
no, I said I'd rather see someone shit.
I remember I saw this clip once a while back on this site. That used to be like porn bloopers. I forget what the site was called. Yeah,
What is this?
it was.
What?
The Kenjac web history must be a sick,
Scary,
fucking.
scary.
It
place.
was really.
What happens? Like,
No,
pie in the tit? Like, what is it?
No, it's
sorry.
much fun. No, don't be crude. No, but there's this one guy is a male porn star. I think his name is Rocco Siffredi, and he's Italian. Yeah, it's Rocco Siffredi, and he they got to a money shot scene, and he came, but she fucked up like the thing, like she basically made him miss, and then he's like, oh, "Fuck, just sit there," and then he just like sits there and goes, and then it just came right out again, and I was like, "How do you? That's not physically possible."
I'm just gonna vote for napping and move on.
Napping, sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
That's if you had the worst. Like, if this brag was the worst Olympic event,
Yeah.
I would have the jacking off thing in there. That's horrible.
I'm just saying it's physically impressive. That's all I'm saying.
That's the worst thing you've ever said in this show.
That's I can tell you that's not true. So anyway, going to sleep is going to move on. Now we have our 16 seed chain game. Decent amount of chain options. This one, Tommy. I think you submitted this one. Speed reading.
Yeah.
Like you let them speed read and then they have to test.
I don't know
them
how you
after.
test it, but I don't believe in
ask
speed
them about
readers.
some
questions.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
easy enough. A new book, so no one's ever read it
Right.
before. Boom, speed read it. Hey,
You have a
answer
minute.
5 questions.
Yeah. Speed reading, I think, is a farce. I don't believe in speed reading. I don't know how it's fucking humanly possible. And if it is possible, it's the most impressive thing of all time.
I agree with you. I don't believe it.
I believe it.
How?
People can just interpret information fast.
Some
Like,
people have
quicker,
like photographic memories and stuff.
I think they-
honestly.
You
Miss
interpret
words.
information faster than a stupid person, so why couldn't a really smart person interpret it faster than you?
I guess, but I mean, 300 pages you can get done in 2 minutes?
That's crazy.
That's just come on. Yeah, no.
But I'd like to see that Olympic event.
Yeah,
Is the test after? Yeah, and I don't even think it would have to be a book. It would just be like a series of sentences written by impartial judges. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of words, whatever. But yeah, I think that could be interesting. Jenga, one that we've done here with Stool Streams, like competitive Jenga, I think could be.
That was fun to play.
Yeah, that was very fun to play. Cooking, which I thought about it first. I was like, that feels kind of boring. But at the same time, I love those shows like Cutthroat Kitchen and Chopped and like all those things.
Yeah.
Like,
Me too.
seeing
Ireland's coming in the last.
England is probably England, Ireland, and I'm trying to think of who would come after that. But yeah, we would probably win. I would assume. Cooking, right?
Italy would and France would be up
But
there.
if it was Italian cooking or French cooking, America has everything.
No, but I think we'd have to. Yeah, that's true.
If it was like I'm assuming they get like a
the
random
Japanese.
draw. Yeah, Japanese probably. But again, does a Japanese guy know how to make like fucking like bratwurst? I don't know.
I don't think it's that hard to make bratwurst.
I think it's much harder than you're giving it credit for.
The way you cook too, the fact you just said that is so funny.
And I have a pretty minimal cooking. I know to cook
you
meat.
You literally just said it's too complicated to cook sides.
Yeah, like I know I'm actually gonna make myself a steak tonight. I could
good.
do that on a pan
Yeah.
somewhat easily, but the idea of having to time that up with cauliflower or something
Just make
is
rice. I mean, that's easy.
yeah.
I like rice.
It's a little overwhelming for me.
Rice is very easy.
You throw it in a
No,
rice cooker, you're done.
No, or you can even do it with a pan or a pot. Rice is very easy.
He's not gonna do it.
I have cauliflower theory put in the microwave
All right.
So that's you're worried about putting in cauliflower rice in the microwave?
and timing it up. I don't want
Oh my
anything to
God.
get cold.
Fucking crazy.
It's just for you.
Yeah, well, I don't want
Yeah,
cold
you
food.
don't want to make a
You
nice
just
meal for yourself.
reheat, like you just put the steak back onto a pan for 2 seconds.
Or put it in your oven when
It's
you're
not
done.
once that steak is off the pan, you let it sit
Take
for
it.
a
No,
few
you take it
minutes
off.
and it's
Take
time
it off the pan. You put it in tinfoil. Wrap it.
Yeah, get all the juices.
You are for an Italian man. You're a terrible cook, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Should you embrace your heritage more, maybe?
If I wanted to, I'm sure I could figure it out, but it's a waste
Well,
of
good for you.
time.
Waste of time.
Waste of
Eat
time.
steak.
Why is it waste of time?
Waste
Make a nice
time.
meal for yourself.
Uh,
It's a waste of money to keep eating out.
Yo-yos are on here too. Yo-yos. If you ever see like professional yo-yoers, I don't know how the fuck they do what they do. I don't know how you tune it
pretty
into a
impressive.
routine, but it is. I'm assuming you guys have not, or some of you have not
I've
seen
seen
it. You've
it.
seen it, Marty.
Clips, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen I've seen these things.
Not the ones that are like attached to the thing. The one where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the thing that's not attached to the string, and they like fling it in the air and they catch it.
that
And, like,
thing, yeah.
it's fucking nuts. Memory games, Tommy, you had.
Could be cool. I guess a little similar to speed reading, but like,
Yeah.
you
Is
put up
this a
20
chain?
tiles.
Yeah.
And
Beyblades.
Beyblades was also somebody did
That's a
mention.
good one.
what's that?
You ever play Beyblades?
There's like no.
It's
Is there skill involved in that really though?
middle school? It's like a thing you
You rip it and
rip
turns.
it and they like fight each other.
No.
It's like spinning tops. It's like dreidel. You would love it. It's like you throw them on a big arena and they just like fight each other until they knock each other over. Halo 3 also someone included. I think I like that. If they had a Halo 3 tournament between like the best gamers from each country.
I know a lot of people would love that. I just don't. I can't find. I this whole streaming thing is the biggest thing in the world right now. I cannot
I've never been a
understand
video game
why
person.
watching someone play a video game makes people excited.
You wouldn't get like excited though if it was like America versus South Korea, like who's like the best at gaming in like the finals of Halo Championship.
That would be interesting
No,
because
it'd be
you're almost
interesting.
watching a war.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting for sure. I just cannot get my tried because I feel left out of like these streamers and I'm just like, oh, he's really good at this game.
I mean, you could just say video games, but I feel like the idea of it being like
Halo 3 would be.
Oh, a war game, yeah, Call
Yeah.
of Duty or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Halo is what the most like proliferated in the other thing. If we're doing like StarCraft, like we're just gonna get wiped by other countries, but like this one would be good. And then Beyblades we'll throw in there. So the full options are speed reading, Jenga, cooking, yo-yo, memory games, Halo 3, and Beyblades. Start with you, Marty.
I'm gonna go with. Honestly, I think you sold me on the Halo thing. I'm gonna go Halo.
I'm just
Because memory doesn't impress me. Because if you have a really good, like, it's just like it's given to you. Some
if you have like a
really good
photographic memory, yeah, then it feels
like
like
when Survivor happens, like yeah, Will Compton's good at memory because he had to memorize a whole playbook.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
like,
still impressive.
no, it's impressive, but I don't think like some people just have really good memory.
some people
Some
are just
people
good
Well,
at
you
don't.
could
Too.
argue some people are just
No,
good
but
at
there's
anything.
Will,
Yes.
again, Will Compton, not the best athlete, but he became one.
No,
You
but
know
like
what I mean?
a lot of Olympic athletes have.
Yeah,
or
oh,
genetically
yeah,
predisposed.
Yeah, but I'd be like, oh, I'm not
Like,
watching the
we'll never
NFL. All
have-
these guys are really good.
no,
at
that's
football.
completely different. Memory is boring.
That's a
And
different argument.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, memory is just boring to me. Where it's like, yeah, you remembered it. Good for you.
I do feel like photographic memory people like it's either you have it or you don't. So like if it could almost be, I think, a lot of ties if it's photographic.
Yeah,
memory.
you'd have
Yeah.
to have like 20 tiles, 50 tiles,
it would be-
100 tiles.
But if
Yeah.
you did the speed reading thing, though, then you could like time how fast to read the book in order
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fast into the questions first.
Yeah. Tommy.
Yeah, I was gonna go memory. I think I was sold on Halo as well. And again, I don't like playing video games, but the idea of like watching a virtual war between countries got me going.
You
Whether
have to
it's
be god awful at video games.
Yeah, bad. Especially like those war games. But yeah, the idea of like, wow, I'm watching a fucking war between US and Russia and China and like a Call of Duty like that would be exhilarating.
We're cheering on America, and it's like fucking, I don't know, like Ninja and like all of our like phase whatever best streaming guys on the planet, like all fighting against like those like whatever Korean.
That's
China.
not really fair to the other countries, like, because we have a bigger like. So if you're in like Guatemala, like you have no chance of winning the Olympics.
Oh,
then.
tough
Yeah,
shit,
but they
Guatemala.
have a tough chance of winning like any event in the Olympics because they have fewer people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
It's such a disadvantage though. If like you.
But
don't
then
have an army.
shouldn't China have the biggest advantage in the planet?
guess,
At
yeah, they
everything
would.
ever, like, you know what I mean? And we
Well,
still
no.
smoke them.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
We have the most.
You're
like-
really, but this is a whole army as opposed to like being good at like baseball. Like it's different.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's not an actual army.
I know, but like you are getting. Let's like. So if you're playing Halo, I assume you're getting the Chinese army.
Why would you have the
No,
Chinese army?
no,
What are you talking
no.
about?
What?
Oh,
Do you know what Halo is?
No.
Whoa, how are you making arguments? You don't
I
know
thought it
Halo
was
is.
a war between.
No,
countries.
you know,
No.
you're not.
Oh, all right.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a video
This
game.
fucking
I know
guy.
it's a video game, but I don't know what it is.
Let's just say there's two sides in Halo. What are the two sides? I don't know. Fucking.
It-
Oh,
be like
they're
red
just like
versus blue.
random sides.
Right.
Oh,
But
okay,
you're
cool.
just like, oh, the Americans are playing
The
as
American
this side,
players.
the Chinese are
I
playing
assume
as
it's like
this.
Risk, where you like, oh, that's
No,
the
no.
Okay.
I love that you just assumed something.
Well, I
And
used
was-
an educational assumption based on the discussion that's happening
Yeah.
here. No,
It's like
like
Call of
everyone gets
Duty.
a country and everyone's like.
No, I would just say
No,
like
that was
watching.
the Olympic countries.
I understand now, yeah, but I didn't know.
Halo takes place in the future. There's no divided
okay.
countries.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
He said Call of Duty. That's real countries.
yeah, but it's okay. So either way, Halo. I'm gonna pick Halo 2. Like the thought of that is it's exhilarating. The thought of rooting on the United States in that.
It's gonna lose. I would say speed reading is more interesting.
It is pretty fascinating. So, but either way, Halo is going to move on up against our number 1 seed, which is there's just like variations of this were submitted in a bunch of different ways. Just grocery bag carrying, who can carry the most in one physical handful from one end to the other. It's
It
similar.
sounds like we're getting at it's the Dad Olympics. We're getting
very
at.
similar. To
Lawn mowing.
like lawn mowing.
Yeah.
They're the ones we're most interested in.
No, it is.
What can fat American dads do?
Yeah.
What can a non-athletic dad do? But grocery bag carrying, it was submitted the most in some variations or the other. So Klemmer, the Halo tournament champions, so to speak, are the grocery
I
bags.
think the grocery bag is more fair to kind of what we're doing here in a bracket. I think you probably can watch a Halo tournament if you'd like to somewhere online. I'm guessing.
For sure, yeah, you could. And I don't think there's guys grocery games, but I don't think that has anything to do with.
No.
Yeah. Between these two, I think I would actually prefer to watch. The more I've talked myself into the Halo thing, so I would go with that. But I do think the grocery thing, like I don't know how you would do it, like because you need bags that could hold like tons of weight. And we'd have like strongmen doing it. I also don't think
They have to pack it themselves too.
I don't.
No,
Think so.
I
you'd
think they
have
should
to-
be able to pack it themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like if the bag rips, then
Then
you're
you're right.
disqualified.
That's
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because-
Yeah.
I think
alright.
it's like you gotta. It's weight of how much shit can you get from one point to another. You could pack the bags however you want and carry it
Yeah.
however you
You
want.
Could
have
you
to put-
choose paper or plastic, or is that done for you?
I think you all get the
Plastic
same
is
bags.
the
You
hand-
probably all get
Yeah.
plastic.
All
yeah.
plastic, and you have to put it in the trunk as well, because that's a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to get all of them, you have to know which ones are in the front. So if you want like the
Yeah.
heavier ones kind of first, so you're ready to go.
The wear and tear of putting
There's
in
a
the
lot
trunk
of
and
things
taking
you
it
gotta
out.
go into.
It's their strategy too to pack
And
it.
opening the door with all of it as
Yeah,
well.
that's
It's
true.
a part. How do you open the door with it?
You have to
It's-
open the door and put it on a table or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. I talking myself back into it. But Tom,
Yeah, I think I talked myself into it. The grocery packing Olympics.
Grocery more
Grocery.
relatable as well. Because as a kid, when my mom came home from groceries, it was like, oh
No.
yeah.
god, and then you have to go outside and you're just like,
Just pulling as many as you can. I would have like marks on my
yeah,
arm
yeah.
from the bags.
And then she's like, can you help me put it away?
Oh, no.
That's the worst. You try to run away as fast as you can. Don't mow on the ground. You run.
Yes, I would say, oh, I think I have one more bag, and then just stand outside for like 10 minutes to
I
wait.
kinda-
till she-
Why do you
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's crazy. You might as well help her run away at that point. See outside like some idiots.
I kind of like putting away groceries. I've been getting into grocery shopping in the last few weeks. I like. Oh,
It's
this goes
different.
here.
It's
This goes
different.
here.
It's different now.
So,
Yes,
Right.
like I like.
Still kind of sucks.
I like kind of like knowing where like I have my
Yeah.
places, but as a kid, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
where it
no,
went.
no.
Also because like we bought it, now we're more like, oh, like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
my item. Like I
Yes.
gotta put that away. Which I think I would do the same thing if I like asked my mom to buy something for me at the grocery store. I would make sure I grab that item and put it somewhere
Oh,
where my
yeah.
brothers couldn't get it. That was immediate.
Yeah, because I would always like put toothpaste in some of the Oreos for my brother, so that would always make sure I
Jesus
got those
Christ.
and stuff. That was
Poor
the
guy.
best. He got fucked with bad.
Before we get to the second half of the bracket, let's talk about BetterHelp. The bracket is sponsored by BetterHelp. Every January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. In 2025, make sure you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's part of your story that you've been waiting to revise, anything like that. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. Think of therapy as an editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and create a meaningful story that you deserve to live. I used BetterHelp over the course of COVID when I couldn't physically get to my therapist, and it was amazing. I ended up sticking with it past that. It's great service. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of over 30,000 credentialed therapists over a wide range of specialties. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/lights today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lights. Shout out to BetterHelp. All right, on the other side of the bracket, we have the number 11 versus the number 6 seed. The 11 seed I really, really like, and Klemmer submitted it. Vision. So a vision thing, and I'm not sure if this is what you're thinking. Like, they're reading it and you're slowly putting it back and changing it, slowly putting it back and changing it.
Or even like crazy things, like you got to try to spot things in the woods from far away, or all sorts of like.
There's probably all different challenges.
Yeah. Maybe it tests color vision, it tests like distance vision,
Yeah.
all sorts of vision stuff you could have.
I think that is
Really
incredible. I don't even know like how. Like, are the people that are better disposed? Like, obviously you need perfect vision, but like, are the people that have like extra perfect plus vision or
I
something?
wonder. I just think myself, because like my vision was really good in my 20s, and now
There could also be like
not.
like who could see like when you're looking straight. And
Peripheral?
Yeah, peripheral.
Oh,
Right
like,
here
yeah, who
as
is the
well
best?
would be
Yeah,
really
that's
good
interesting.
too.
Read this in their peripheral vision, like they'll have like a tracker on your eye to make sure you're
Yeah.
staring forward. I really like that one. And that's going up against the number 60, talking about the dad ones. Furniture assembly. Who can assemble a piece of furniture the fastest? We kind of did this with the man thing a while back, which I
You did.
smashed it. But yeah, furniture assembly versus the vision test. Start with you, Klemmer.
I just like the vision one because it's something we all do. That's what I was trying to think of, like stuff that like anyone does, we all do in theory. Or it's not blind people, but
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
if you're blind or deaf or anything else, mute, you're kind of fucked in most of these situations, I would say.
Yeah.
Although I said maybe something you're better at it though too.
Yeah.
But this one not the case. So maybe deaf people would be really good at it because their senses are heightened.
We did dispel that pretty earlier. I feel like that's a myth. That's
I don't think it is for blind people with the hearing because you need your hearing to be able to. Like you really need to have. It's all you have.
Yeah. So one for the vision. So Tommy, this one is a vision, like a vision Olympic test. Like
The letters, yeah.
like it goes back and back and back.
Or
he
even
was
like
saying
if you see like animal in the woods or like things far away
Spot
or like
things far
or even
away.
like, how do you spot different colors?
peripheral vision, like
I like
things
just the eye chart.
yeah, that too. I think just doing that and it going back like a bullseye
Yeah.
almost. You know what I
See
mean?
how far? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going up against furniture assembly, another dadish one, who can assemble
I like the
whatever
vision
fastest. Yeah, I'm going with the vision one as well.
Vision, easy.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one for me. So the vision test is moving on. Now we have the number 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed is parallel parking. I like this one a lot because parallel parking, and then the cars get closer each round. Like
That's
the
cool.
gap you need to fit into gets
like
a
that.
little bit
Yeah.
smaller as you
only
go.
get one try as well.
No rear view cameras. You're just doing full analog in the
Yep.
same car. I really like that one. There's certain people that are like incredible.
Oh yeah.
Because
I was picking up Rhea yesterday from the gym, and I was waiting, and I watched this lady parallel park, and she hit the car 3 times. I videotaped
no.
it.
God.
I videotaped it. I have it on my phone. It's like crazy. She just kept hitting it, and she got out and didn't give a fuck. And I'm just like,
Respect.
people could just be hitting your car all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea?
'cause it's like just tapping, but she fucking smashed it like 3 times. It was crazy.
And that's going up against parallel parkers, going up against number 14 seed untangling things. So you just get a big mess of wires, headphones,
That's just satisfying.
fucking Christmas lights, whatever, and you got to untangle it. Whoever can untangle it the faster. This one's tougher because I feel like certain people, not all tangles are created equal. Like I don't know how you would be able to do that fairly.
Yeah.
Like maybe just like they get laid out the same, and then the guy tosses it the same number of times until it gets tangled. And it's whatever's whatever. So the parallel parking versus untangling things. Start with you, Marty.
Parallel parking. Because then people could do some tricks too.
yeah.
Like just
You
like.
see in the movies they're like.
Yeah. Some guy like that, definitely parallel parking, because also untangling really frustrates me. Like one of my most hated things in the world is untangling things. So I'm going parallel parking.
I'm going parallel park. Or sorry, Tommy, go ahead.
This is tough. I'm not super big on no surprise. am not a parallel parker.
Wow.
Honestly, I actually was a point I was pretty good at it. Well, decently good at it during driver's ed because we would go over it. But I was, a little nervous going into my driver's test for it. But too much snow on the ground, didn't have to parallel park.
Nice.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Huge.
Honestly, bad for you.
Yeah,
Bad
for us,
parking,
great
I
for
still
him.
pass my driver's test.
Now I'll parallel park, and like say I mess up the first time, Rio will look at me and goes, "Want me to do it?" And then it's like, just a motherfucker.
Yeah, if you ask, like, I know there was a method, and like, you line up your driver's wheel with the other driver's wheel. That's about as much as I remember. If you ask me now to parallel park, it'd be an issue.
Well, all the new cars have the cameras now, so it just makes it too easy.
I still don't know if I would know which way to put the wheel, so I'm gonna go with. But I'll go with parallel parking. It could be cool to watch.
I would go parallel parking too, especially because if you like that last round, it coming down to the cars being like just basically the car with the part. Like I don't even know how.
And what? There's a sensor if you hit it.
Yeah. I mean, when you mean cars, it'd be like I'm assuming like a barrier. Or something.
Yeah, have cars though.
No, got to be cars.
Yeah, having Olympics, having cars.
I meant you're driving the car. I'm saying.
I know, but still have cars there you have to avoid.
All right.
I think we're thinking small here. I think there should be a whole driving Olympics.
Driving would be incredible.
You have to go the speed limit. Or you have to like all the kind of things.
Going the speed limit seems reasonable. Like easy.
How long can you go without going even a mile over?
Oh, like the movie Speed almost.
Yeah,
Like, except you can't go over
you
margin.
You can't go under. You can't go over. You have to go exactly. Or like anything. I think there's so many drivings that we do every day that like
Just
whenever
even the parking one, normal parking.
parking.
Spot, pulling in left. I have a difficult time parking right or
Like
left.
pulling in left.
Yeah, there's one there's
left is
one
hard.
I think it's left that I struggle more.
Pulling in left.
Really,
is,
I think right is harder.
I don't think.
I
think
don't know,
a really
I
wide.
need to get behind the wheel. I
Sometimes
feel.
parking garages are real tough too. And they're
Oh,
so
I
tight.
hate parking garages, dude.
God.
Oh my God, it's so
In the
nerve-wracking.
city, they're brutal.
It's
Like
so
you have no
small.
margin
You
for
have no
error.
I think because right, you're like further away.
But that's
From
why you take a
that
bigger
side.
loop.
Yeah, usually you're going.
Yeah,
you
but
know
it's
you go
just harder
further.
to like. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I see what you're
Left
saying.
just feels right
So left feels right.
for once.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Klemmer, you're going with the parallel park too? I'm assuming?
Yeah, totally.
Parallel parking's going to move on. Now we have the 10 seed versus the 7 seed. The 10 seed is stopping the microwave before the beep. That's actually, I feel like a lot of guys think they're really good at it. And
Yes.
That's easy.
Just wait till
Just
it
get
gets
to
down to
one.
one.
Yeah.
This isn't,
Unless you go down to the nanosecond, then that could
that would be
honestly, you know what would be good? I don't know if it's on here, but similar vein, gas pump.
that is. Hold on to that one.
Okay.
yeah, that is better than the microwave.
And that's going up against number 7 seed. One that someone submitted, I think, is actually pretty interesting because people do this. You ever see like when they have those competitions where like everyone has to touch a car or something, and the last person that is off
we
wins
did
the
with
car?
An oiled up Glenny during Barstool Idol.
Yeah, like a competition of that vein with like what I don't even know how you would do. Like, who's the best sort of athlete for that? You have to be an endurance athlete, but like, is the best like fucking?
I think it's mental.
Yeah, that too. But
Yeah.
that's I'm saying it's got
How
it
long
would
can
be
you go
hard.
without eating or drinking? Like, you can just like hold on to something.
Who's the best that can stand in one?
Go to the bathroom in yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
That would be. You just start it at like the opening ceremony
Exactly.
and see how long it goes.
it goes through the entire thing.
You can build a massive fucking thing, so you have every country with one person.
But
Yes.
you wouldn't allow.
Yeah.
You have to drink water. Like people just die or drop out or pass out.
Yeah,
You can have water.
I think you
Are
could.
you allowed
Yeah,
to
you
have
have
that?
water.
I think you can have
Okay.
water and
You
eat
could
it.
keep
It's just
a
a
water
mental.
You
bottle.
allow them to eat food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're wearing some sort of glove with a sensor, like that,
Right.
like yeah.
Yeah.
So how do they? What are they peeing and pooping?
Ooh, that's
That you got to figure out.
yeah,
no.
I think that's part of that. Maybe wear a
You
diaper.
get a bucket.
I'd pee on the other contestants.
I think you get
You're
DQ'd
free.
immediately for that.
Yeah.
Trying to win.
So I'm assuming that the touch car is going to beat out the stopping the microwave based on that reaction. But I do think
Yeah.
stopping on the nanosecond is harder than.
Yeah, but if
Give
the
it
gas
credit.
pump's on here, I'd rather do that.
I also don't think it's that. I don't want to watch that. So
You-
just open a microwave door. All right.
No, you stop.
I mean, do you want to watch people just stand there with their hands?
I think I'd be more interested in
think it'd
that.
be
Like
checking
that.
You would check in.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't. I actually would like late at night. I would totally have that on for sure.
So you're going.
Maybe you start to you start to like the other contestants. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for this guy, rooting for that guy.
So you're going to stop. You're going with touching the car.
Oh
and
yeah, by a mile.
I would go with touching the car too. I do think that'd be really funny.
Microwave thing is lame.
I wonder how if it went all the way to the because how long does the Olympics typically or do the Olympics typically
A
last?
couple of weeks.
Let's say two to
3
3 weeks.
Yeah,
I was
maybe
gonna say longer.
I
No.
think so.
It's not as long
20
as you
days, right?
think. Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I think I would go for touching the car. Tommy,
Yeah. Touch.
touching the car.
Yeah, touching the car.
Touching the car. Gonna move on. Next we have the number 2 seed versus the 15 seed chain game. We'll do the 15 seed chain game first. Hide and seek, the first option. I do think that could be very fun as long as but you have to do the same course for each round, and I don't know like it maybe just be like a woods. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just throw in a big forest and like go hide. Like
I think it's got to be 1-on-1 too.
yeah, and you're wearing the same thing. Everyone has to wear the same
And if
whatever.
I find you, I catch, or I gotta tag you.
Just fine.
I think
hide and
find.
seek.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd have to be a very big area and timed.
Yeah.
So hide and seek, hot dog eating, which we would just win. We would smoke Joey Chestnut.
I put that on there literally just because I was like,
Competitive eating,
that's a USA goal.
It'd be us in Japan maybe, and we would still smoke them. Like it'd be a massacre, but I'd still like to watch. Roast battles, someone put. I don't know how it works just with the language
Yeah.
barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was submitted, and I was like, I do like the idea of like imagine like Roan having to rap against like England's best rap. What I think that would be cool, but at the same time, like again, the language thing really fucks that up. Changing a diaper was submitted a lot. A lot of parents, I think, are very interested to see who could change the diaper the fastest. I don't think it would make for an electric television. Non-lethal duels, I do like. So like a gun duel, but it's like you're not shooting a real bullet. Like they're doing the Old West or whatever. Like you walk 10 paces, turn and shoot. I do think that could be really cool. And then extreme mini golf, because I don't think the best golfers would be involved. Like you're not having fucking Rory do that. Like you're gonna have like that. He doesn't have the same skill set as the best mini golfer in the world. And I also have no idea who would win that. I have no clue who the best mini golfers in the world are. So we'll say hide and seek, hot dog eating, roast battles, changing a diaper, non-lethal duels, or extreme mini golf. Klemmer.
Competitive eating makes the most sense, but I don't know. I kind of want to see people play mini golf. I don't know. Would I get bored after a while? I don't know.
I think that would get less boring than hide and seek.
I think so too.
Extreme mini golf.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, one for extreme mini golf. Again, the competitive eating, like you're saying, it makes sense. We would just win though. Like
For now, but then eventually the countries will catch up.
when Joey Chestnut retires, like it would.
Yeah, but other countries find a way. Like might take 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
It is kind of crazy though. How long has it been going on for now? The
Hot dog
4th
eating
of July.
contest? I don't know.
Yeah, a long time.
The 4th of July thing, and Joey Chestnut's been the best for how I know
He's
it's
just
20
keeps breaking
years
his own
almost.
record.
20.
Yeah.
How is there not one person even coming? Like I know
know.
Kobayashi was like at that time, but then he's beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
How is there not one person?
I'd like to see somebody like come along and beat Joey.
we
Chestnut.
need competition.
He
for
needs
him.
a rival.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
That's
why
why
it was
Kobayashi
the
was
best.
great.
I bet he
For a while,
wants
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
If you're
does.
him, wouldn't you want one?
Yeah.
Yes, and we need. It's just crazy. It's been 20 years. We still haven't had one person come close.
How old is he now?
He's got to be 40 something. Yeah,
Right.
Let's see.
How long can he do it for?
I don't think he's slowing down. He does like
keeps
dude,
doing
like
better,
the,
right?
the
He's
week.
41. He's younger than you.
But the thing is, the week after he's doing chicken wing ones, and he's
Yeah.
doing pierogies the next week. Like he just goes like halftime shows and just eats.
He
the
should like
record.
devote his body to science when he dies. Like
Oh.
what gives you?
He's
this
a guy
power?
that'll live till he's like 100 too. Like he's the most probably unhealthy guy. But he goes to. We did the dozen once. He was in Thailand detoxing.
Yeah.
So like he's just like he goes to Thailand for like months after and
And just like
detox.
doesn't eat.
I think
Or
he just
fasts.
Yeah,
or,
I think he
like-
fasts for like a while.
You think
and
that would
then-
shrink your stomach, make it harder to compete?
Yeah, I don't know.
So Joey has the record at 76 hot dog eating. He also has 75. He also has 74. He also has 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 66.
But it's in a really short time, right?
63, 62,
minutes.
and then 62 is the only one where anyone has also on the line. It's Matt Stoney, who I've seen in YouTube videos of him before. And then again after him, it's Joey Chestnut, Joey Chestnut, Joey Chestnut. Joey
Poor
Chestnut.
Matt Stoney. I mean, imagine if Joyce was never born.
Yeah, guy's a
Yeah.
king of the fucking planet.
And we'd be like, wow, that's so many hot dogs.
I know.
That's insane. Wow, 62 hot dogs. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now it's like, oh, right.
Oh.
Congrats to Matt Stoney, 62.
Only 62. So you were going with the extreme mini golf. Between these, the non-lethal duels or the extreme mini golf, I think are the two I would want. Because the duels would be really cool. It's just like, what is that, paintball? Is that airsoft? Not as fun as an actual duel. Like
yeah,
I think the
it's
excitement
real
level.
or get the fuck out. No?
Yeah, so I would go with mini golf. And like to our
I'd watch
credit,
a real duel, I think.
Yeah,
Then I would be sad.
yeah. To our credit too, our mini golf thing was exciting.
Yes.
Like so,
Yeah.
I would
I
say,
know.
and if it was like actually very
like,
very good
super
people,
talented, yeah.
Yeah, I
With
think I-
crazy courses.
And the course would be insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be like they'd have me doing this insane geometry to it. Like, yeah, I'm going with the mini golf, Tommy.
Mini golf, easy.
Mini golf
They should
easy.
just actually add that.
Yeah, mini golf. I'm assuming.
Or there
we're
should be like at least a mini golf league in the U.S.
for like professional. I would definitely, if it
Yeah.
was crazy courses you've never seen in your life, like no idea how they do this. Yes, I would absolutely tune in. Your mini golf as well.
Yep.
So mini golf is going up against the number 2 seed. You mentioned it, Tommy. Stopping a gas pump on an exact number. I do think there is another thing where I think enough people could be good at it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so I try all the time. But I mean, I haven't in a while because it's illegal in New Jersey to pump
Yeah.
your own gas. But it's truly. Do you guys always leave it on like an even or odd number, or do you not care?
What do you mean?
Like every time I do it, I have to end on a. Like I'll keep pumping it until it gets to an even number.
I usually just pumps until it's full. I don't think I ever.
No, I do too, but I just keep pumping. Like I keep pressing it till the
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
Oh,
the
okay, gotcha,
price
gotcha.
gets
Do you
to
ever have
a-
like the thing overflowing?
Yeah. Of course. Sometimes I keep getting even
Just
numbers.
part of doing business.
I keep getting odd numbers. I've also one time I've seen a guy literally drive away with the thing in his car,
Does it
still in the
pop
hole,
off?
and it popped off, and he drove away. I didn't see him come back. He drove away with it in his.
So
car.
what? So
Wow.
I see that this happens in the movie Garden State, but you don't see it happen. You just see like the aftermath. Does the handle and the hose just like what?
Just goes with him,
Yeah.
and like it because it did stop. Like the gas didn't come flying out because it did stop already.
Yeah.
But it just flew out and it
my
whipped
God.
away. Like that piece whips out on his car and just drove away.
Imagine
Yeah.
he must have already got home.
How stupid can I get it? I can see it. I don't know. I actually don't know. I could see like the gas cap being open. Sure,
Yeah.
that happens once in a while, but it's stuck in there is crazy.
I'm actually kind of surprised it doesn't happen more often.
I feel like he must have run in to get something.
Just
Yeah,
distracted.
I mean I
something going on in
can't
his
talk.
personal life?
I've always said the story where I'd smoked once and we went to Taco Bell, ordered, paid, and left.
Yeah.
And I went home, sat down on the
the
couch, and was like, "Fuck," and never went back. Never went back.
You ever do the thing where like you leave something like you put on the top of your car and you just
Yes.
drive away and let it
Yeah,
fall?
yeah.
That-
Yeah, that's like a drink or something you
Usually
put on
it's
Broke my
like-
favorite like sippy cup as a kid that way.
Tommy's sippy cup, R.I.P. So now we have the gas pump is going up against extreme mini golf.
It's a good matchup.
Marty.
I think I'm gonna go mini golf still. I think the numbers thing I would like, and then I'd be like, all right, we got it. Mini golf, there's so many different courses you can have each time, and
Yep.
someone choking like not being able to get in the clown's mouth one day that gets silver is kind of funny. Something like that.
You know what else I just thought of? But I saw this TikTok of this guy putting a key perfectly in a door.
Without like touching an edge.
There's this
Like
let,
nothing
let
but
me
net
let
key?
me find this TikTok and I could send it to you. You could put it in.
That's
It's like
satisfying.
the most impressive thing I've literally ever seen.
But it has to touch the pins. How does it not make like a noise?
Maybe
Or it
have-
has to make a
no,
noise.
it
Maybe you have like sensors on the edge where the keys
It would be like
aren't.
Operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like you press the engine, it
Right.
buzzes. Ooh, that does sound
I
actually.
don't know if I want to watch that.
um,
Though.
Yeah.
no, this video.
It's like, all right, you put a key in the door.
I still, no matter what, it would be voting for mini golf. By the way, because mini golf, extreme. Like,
I'm voting for the gas thing. I think like the crowd roar when you get it exact. I think would be
like the 180 in darts.
yeah.
I think the mini golf, like imagine a hole in one on the most
I was gonna say, I think the
insane.
hole in one roar would be even bigger. I'm with mini golf as well. I don't want to watch people pump gas for
Yeah.
hours. That sounds
Oh, I got it.
I don't know if anyone cares, but I'm on an undefeated streak of putting my key in my door lock really good. Like, watch this. I do this daily.
Whoa, okay, yeah, no, that is very impressive.
impressive.
It's pretty good.
That is very
To
impressive.
you.
But yeah, either way, mini golf is going to move on.
It's almost like that lock. I've seen a lot of keys though, maybe, you know. Kinda
That's
worn
the
out.
Bonnie Blue of
yeah.
Before we get to the playoffs, let's talk about Rocket Money. Start a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most for us. The top priority is financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them, which is very helpful, by the way, from experience. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan the bills to find opportunities to save, and then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service that you don't have to. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/bracket today. That's rocketmoney.com/bracket, rocketmoney.com/bracket. All right, playoffs. First up, we have the number 4 seed Magic versus number 5 seed Lawn Mowing. Very good matchup. Let's start with you, Klemmer. Which one do you think would be a better Olympic sport?
Sanctity of the bracket here. I'm gonna go with lawnmower. I think Magic is almost like too professional.
What do you mean?
Like it's too much of like a theatrics is like athletic.
So is
prowess.
like, but so is like, what's the thing where they do all the dances in the water? Like,
synchronized swimming.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that argument's I guess somewhat fair, but I feel like it's even more theatrical with the magic. I just don't think magic and Olympics.
They have like floor routine. They have like there's things
Yeah, but
that are a lot of
they're
things.
running around. They're being athletic. There's nothing really athletic about Penn and Teller were magicians. Like,
It's
and
true.
very good ones.
It's very true.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna choose magic.
One for lawn mowing. I think lawnmower, as far as like,
I think lawnmowers aren't very athletic either, but I just feel like it's more to what we're doing.
it could be more artistic and like it would be more interesting to see, but like I don't know how you judge. I feel like the magic would be more
I
entertaining.
think by far magic would be more entertaining, but I think for what we're doing here, I think the lawn mowing is the better option. But it's close.
I think I'll go with magic. I think seeing the world's best magicians all in one place competing against each other to make the best trick, especially with movies like The Prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagining that, except it's every country going up against each other. That sounds incredible. So,
Or the illusionist.
they're much better, The Illusionist, yeah, than for The Prestige. Tommy.
I'm gonna go lawn. Now, like in a vacuum, I'd rather watch someone do magic
Yes.
tricks than mow their lawn. But for the sanctity like of these Olympics, I do. Yeah, it's all lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing?
Lawnmower. That's gonna be a tough one to beat for me.
Yeah, you are. I didn't know you were big into lawn mowing like
Oh
that.
yeah, I miss it.
Yeah, me too.
And
Every
then mowing your lawn, then jumping in the pool. My God.
every now and then when I'm at my in-laws, I'm like, "You mean to mow?" And like,
Really?
I crave like those menial like those tasks.
Yeah.
Because I don't do them anymore. So like, I would go home and like power wash their patio and
Oh.
like do like that shit. And I'm like, I just want to do it again. I haven't done it
My
forever.
house had like a hill, so it was a little bit of a workout as well. So it's kind of nice. Enjoy it. I don't
Yeah.
like edging though.
Nah, edging is
Edging like
too hard.
I get nervous.
let
to
me
it.
come.
You, like hit a rock
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that too. With the weed
That's
whacker.
scary.
Yeah. So lawn mowing is move on. Now we're gonna have the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed. The 1 seed is the grocery bag Olympic we were talking about. We're clarifying it as every contestant gets a giant pile of groceries. They can pick out as much as they think they can carry, and then I'm thinking it gets judged when you get back as far as like if anything rips, you're getting points off. If you carry more, you get more points. You know what I mean? It's up to your discretion as the athlete. So the grocery haul versus going to sleep as fast as you can. The REM sleep competition, like you were saying. Start with you, Marty.
I'm gonna go with the bagging. I find that very, because even when you drive in the car, you gotta make sure none of it falls down. You gotta place it perfectly. There's a lot of things that you could do with it, so I'm gonna go with the bagging.
One for the bagging.
I'm going with the sleeping. I just think the crowd factor. Maybe it's just because I sometimes I don't fall asleep that fast, and I'm just impressed by people who can fall asleep really fast. But they'd be able to just shut your brain off and fall asleep that quickly would be wild to watch.
So 1-1 right now. I think I would go for. This is tough because I think the going to sleep one could get old fast, and the grocery one would keep being entertaining across rounds, especially because like you'd be essentially trying to like, as you got deeper into the rounds, you're upping the amount of groceries you're taking, adding more risk, and like I don't know. I think the grocery one there's more legs to.
But you could have like the Usain Bolt of sleepers. Like you could have
Yeah.
a time where it's like, holy fuck,
No one
we're
could ever
never
beat
gonna
that.
top that guy. He fell asleep in 7 seconds.
They like drug test
You
him
can
like
just send
this
you with the
Ambien.
grocery. You have like this guy lifted 280 pounds
Yeah.
of groceries.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with the groceries. I like the strategy involved with the groceries.
So groceries is
Because
gonna
each level could get heavier.
Heavier. Maybe you add more glass items or
Yeah.
whatever.
you get less bags.
Yep.
You could double.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot you could do with it.
Yeah.
When you have a certain amount of bags, you could double bag if you want, but then you lose a bag and amount of stuff you can bring. Like you could.
Yeah. If you could put some strategy into it too.
Imagine if you're almost there and the bag rips. And you're like,
Yeah.
No!
You're opening the door and it gets snagged on the
Oh.
thing.
Play of
and-
that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
Oh my.
Orange juice falls out of the bottom.
Yeah. Fuck. So the grocery game's going against the lawn mowing. We really narrowed in on the dad thing here. Let's start with you, Klemmer.
What, grocery bagging versus the lawnmower?
Lawnmower, yeah.
Is this the championship?
Is to go into the finals.
Because I know
I think
there's one guy here that I want to ask to do this.
This
We
is
could
very-
split this vote.
Mm-hmm.
this is very
Pat?
close.
Pat, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If we split.
I'm gonna go with lawnmower here, but it's very close, and I'm not decisive.
I
'Cause
think.
I would like to see both these things in the Olympics.
Yeah. I think between these two, the more we talk about these two events, the more I'm into the grocery one. So I'm going to go with the grocery one.
I'm going lawn mowing.
It also would be pretty good to see like a bodybuilder do it against some old dad, like some dad
Yeah.
that's just really good at it. No
Strategy,
matter what.
yeah. Like some fucking.
I bet the bodybuilders eventually would take the sport over though.
I think they would. I think. I don't
They're-
know.
they're-
Their
your
muscles
muscles-
might be too big
Exactly.
to put like aren't there like skinny guys. You could get a lot of bags
true.
over your arms to hold
Exactly.
it like this. Imagine how big fucking like imagine the Rock's forearms trying to get into that. Might break a bag.
You're putting more strain on
Can't
it.
do that.
Yeah, can't break a bag.
So we're 2 for lawn mowing, Marty.
Yeah, I'm splitting it.
You're splitting it to the
Oh.
grocery game.
I want to get him.
Let's go get Pat.
Is he here?
Yeah, I saw,
I saw him earlier.
I saw him before.
Perfect. You got him.
All right.
All right, Pat. Here, Klemmer, let him grab your mic real quick. All right, so it's a pretty by the numbers question. Which one of these things do you think that you would rather watch in like an Olympic level competition? Us versus the rest of the world, sort of thing. The first one is carrying groceries in. Who can carry the most groceries in? We're saying it's like a competition where you essentially get handed, like you get a giant pile of groceries. You can take as much as you want or as little as you want, and you'll get point graded system. If like the bag breaks, you lose points. It's a whole fucking thing, big thing. And as the rounds,
you gotta get it there without spilling it.
you gotta get it there without spilling. You gotta get through a door onto a table without spilling.
Figured that out quick.
Yeah,
Pat, you show up.
I'm on top of my game.
and that's going up against lawn mowing. So, like basically mowing the perfect lawn, doing the edges, doing like your
They have
shrubs.
judges like they judge, the perfect dye.
Pat,
So
are
it's-
you
yeah.
before you answer? Are you good at any of these?
Yeah, I do. I do the shopping in my house, and I used to mow the lawn. Now we use a landscape.
Of course, but do you try and bring in a lot of bags when you get home?
Yes,
or?
I do.
I feel like you think you're getting interrogated right now.
No more plastic bags in New York, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Thanks,
true.
Libs.
We said
Got
this
them
game you would use
reusable.
plastic.
Do you have to do you make your kids come out and say, "Hey, I'm home. Get
Yes,
the bags."
yes, I do.
Yep.
Yeah. We're saying plastic, so like because we want them to be able to tear, and like that way you
got you.
lose. Basically, you could lose it. So these grocery games we're saying versus lawn mowing. Which one of these things would you rather watch in like a competition setting? Us versus the world.
The grocery game.
Grocery game.
All right.
Grocery game. He sides
Thank
with
you,
me and
Pat.
Mush. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Really appreciate it. So
We might need you again soon.
Yeah.
Very possible.
I'll let you know.
So groceries are going to move into the
Close that
final.
door.
Yeah. Groceries are going to move into the finals. Now on the other side, we have the number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed.
How old do you think Pat is? Anyone know?
I think he's about. I would say he's about 52.
I would have guessed like roughly the same.
Because he has. I know he has a kid like in college. I think.
So either way, on the other side we have almost
You're
forgot.
so right, though. I'm sorry. That he literally he answers question like you're like interviewing for murder.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I was there. Yes, I did.
Right.
It's like
I do bring the groceries in, yes.
Not to
I
my
do the
recollection. But actually, before we do this other plus, let's talk about our last sponsor of the day, DraftKings. In this ad, we can say Super Bowl because I guess they're a partner. This ain't the little itty bitty teeny bowl; it's the Super Bowl. Get in the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and you have a shot to score big by betting on them on the DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready for your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook's app and make your pick. I almost said it's pick 6. Who's it that said run the pick 6 play? Was it fucking Waltz said that, right?
Yeah.
Run the pick 6
yeah,
play.
yeah.
New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DEBATE. That's code DEBATE for new customers to earn or to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only in the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. I made a lot of money on the last Super Bowl just betting on the Chiefs and Travis Kelce. That was like the most easy bets I've ever made in my entire life.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
nothing but Chiefs. That's going to be such a fucking easy one. What's the deal with the Pro Bowl this year?
I don't know.
Where even is it?
Flag football is in Florida.
Drake May's in this Pro Bowl.
Yes.
So, what does it matter?
I mean, like, Mac Jones was in it like 2 years ago, right?
This is
Like,
like Super
Tyler
Bowl.
Huntley was in it
used to
last
mean
year.
used to mean something.
when it was in like Hawaii and like. All
I think
the-
it's never meant anything.
It,
I'll say it's
it
never
did.
meant
When
less than it is right
Ocho
now. though.
Cinco would play, and they play like they would tackle, they play
Yeah.
football.
Sean
Now
Taylor
it's- now
crushed a guy. Do you remember
fucking flag football.
I think they should just give it up.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
You have to.
NFL,
they tried a couple
you've
times.
got enough going for you.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? It still gets better TV ratings than a lot of other sports programs.
Oh, I'm sure it
Yeah.
gets better than like some of the bowl games. Like it's probably
Because you're
crazy.
sitting there on Sunday and there's
football
just
just-
nothing.
this whole country's
College
football.
basketball's down. NBA is barely playing. You're like,
Yeah.
I might as well see them throw a ball into a fucking target.
Yeah, I don't think I watched any of it from last year at all. I don't think I watched this.
I don't think I've
haven't
watched
watched
a
it
Pro
in
Bowl
years.
in 10 years
Yeah,
or more.
me either.
I watched when.
But it is. I'll say it is more interesting now with the events and not the pro like the game.
Yeah, maybe I'll tune in.
Yeah, the game.
I think we convinced ourselves.
That
to
was so
watch it
easy.
a little bit.
Not to the game, but to the events.
Yeah, the events I think are better than like the long throw or target. I think that's way better than very lame games.
It's
It's
just
gotta
the
be-
fact that
it's
it's
gotta be
after
something
the
else.
season
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah,
It's got to be something else to do.
yeah. So now we have parallel parking versus the vision test, which Klemmer had brought up. Marty, you're up first.
This is a tough one. I think the vision one is pretty. I'm gonna go with vision because imagine some guy sees like a letter from 2 miles away.
Yeah.
It's like wow, it'd be pretty cool.
I'm trying to think of the max someone can ever possibly, like 50 yards. Like, what's the max you could physically read something?
Do you like long? Like,
Guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we'll
like
find
a
out one
football-
day.
You think someone a football field can like?
Oh my
There's
god!
no way.
No.
There's no way.
Read that.
Maybe.
That last line. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, that'd be the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Like, I think the max you could probably do is like 50 yards, and it would have to be big letters. It'd have to be.
It's crazy we don't have like a snipers competition either.
They have like skeet shooting, or what do you call it? What's the thing where you
Part
shoot
of the triath.
in winter?
Biath. Is it?
But like,
biath?
what's like? Isn't that was it Chris Kyle or whatever could do it from so far away? And, like,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
put cans somewhere, it'd be so cool to see that.
Like an actual sniper competition would be really cool. I think like the BB shit and like that's like the Turkish dude with like the air rifle. Like that's not as cool.
Yeah, no, I need the full on
Yeah.
sniper.
But, like
yeah.
you can't even tell they shot the gun.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. So one for the vision test, Tommy.
I'm gonna go with the parallel parking. Actually, I think that could be exciting as close as they get. Rerouting
Yeah.
strategy. I'll go with the parallel parking.
I think I'm with you because I think that like, and I want to expand it, and like Klemmer was saying, into being like almost a stunt driving thing, where it's like a full driving competition, not like NASCAR or whatever. Like you have to do crazy shit. Like you have to do like some insane, like where like you're driving really fast one way and they turn and start
Yeah,
driving the
yeah,
other way.
yeah,
Like that
yeah.
shit. Like that I think would be really cool to watch. So I'd go with parallel parking, Klemmer.
I'm gonna go with vision.
Gonna go with vision. Whew. Should we bring in Pat for this one, or should we flip a coin for this one? I'm not sure.
for this one. Yeah, I can't explain the scene
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to Pat. He would definitely.
We
go.
could just call someone random.
Call
Sure.
who are you gonna call?
I don't know.
All right, everyone, go on your phone
Yeah.
and just scroll. And if it's someone
This
that's
is an
not-
Oz the Mentalist trick.
if it's someone that you feel comfortable calling, you call them.
Someone that I feel. Who the fuck is this?
3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actually,
Dante
man,
the Don.
I ended
I
up-
landed, I
fuck
landed
is
on
Australian
Dan Katz.
time?
I think he's busy right now.
I landed on Vibs.
You went on Vibs?
Yeah.
Vibs.
Call Viv.
Vibs is a
Who
good
the fuck is Australian Tim?
I'll call Vibs fast.
Wow, who are they? You have these people in mind too. Oh, Ellie Schnittman would have been funny. I just found it on.
It's Jeff. Can you come to the phone right now?
Oh no, Vibsy.
Who the absolute fuck is Australian?
I really
Tim?
want to know who Australian Tim is.
Call him.
No.
Why?
Yeah, you gotta call him now. Just call him.
Wait,
Maybe he has a good answer. We don't know.
Hey, I want him to sound.
Might
so-
be-
I want him to not be Australian
And not
at
even a
all.
little
Might
bit,
be an
yeah.
awesome guy.
Just call him.
Australian.
What does it matter? Call
Who
him.
cares?
You trying to see if you texted him before?
No, I'm trying to just type in Australian Tim.
I
And,
like him.
my text.
He's a
Nothing.
probably a good guy.
Have you ever texted? You never texted him or anything?
No.
Did you ever meet anyone named Tim from
it's
Australia?
got to be someone from like college.
Can you please call
Just
him?
call him.
All right, fine. Then I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I want to hear who.
What? What? You what are you gonna say?
Why did you
I'm gonna say.
I wonder if he has your number programmed in. put it up.
What's Australian Tim doing?
What's the map?
Hello?
I want to hear the voice.
Please have a voicemail.
Australian.
Wade is off-road, ripping the trails and living the dream. And you may or may not get a return phone call.
What the fuck is that? that? What the fuck was that?
What did that say? Tim is off.
Yes.
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 Living the
What are
dream
you
or
doing on
something?
your off time?
What is
Living the
how-
dream.
What is this?
Who
was
the
that?
Fuck is Australian Tim?
What's the area code?
Wyoming.
What the fuck is this guy?
Living the
What?
dream.
Why was he like doing like
It's gotta
Darth
be from
Vader?
like some random work.
That was the
video.
scariest voice.
That was horrifying.
It said like he's off road, living the dream.
Yeah. What? Probably can't come to the phone right now. It
Definitely
didn't-
not Australian.
No, that guy did not sound Australian
No,
at
but
all.
that wasn't Tim. That was Tim's. It sounded like someone speaking for Tim. Like Tim's off road, living the dream.
Why would you
so
have that guy
funny.
speak for you?
Who the fuck is? I'm just going through Tims I follow on Instagram.
That's so. All right. So who are we actually?
That was like unsettling. I did
I
not
didn't
like
like
that
that
voice.
at
That made me
all.
upset.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Australian Tim?
Are you looking at Instagram for Australian Tim?
No, I just Tim.
Ugh. Living the dream. That was-
Oh, my buddy Praddock. I'll ask him.
oh God.
Let's see.
Ugh.
Fuck, he's probably at work.
I'm gonna text like a few different.
Yo,
friends.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I have a quick question. Could you give me an answer?
sure.
Which one of these things do you think would make a better Olympic game? Like something you'd watch, like competition-wise, us versus the world. Parallel parking, where like you have to perfectly parallel park, and like each round, like the two cars that you're parking between get a little bit closer together, or like a vision competition, where like you have like they keep backing up like the sign you have to read over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think I'd say parallel parking.
Parallel parking?
Yeah, as an Olympic sport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like that'd be entertaining.
yeah. I agree with you. I voted with the same thing. All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Later.
All right.
Parallel parking it is. Thank you,
Who's that?
Praddock.
Paddock, you said?
Praddock.
Praddock. All right, Praddock.
Shout out to Praddock. All right, parallel parking. Go to.
Who the fuck is Australian Tim?
I am.
This is driving
Did
me.
you text him
No, I'm texting like a high school friend group and a college friend group.
to see which one knows who Australian Tim is?
If any of them. Now I will say there are times, and this is a bad habit of mine, and I've gotten better at it. But if I'm like out at a bar drunk and like a stoolie or something
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
up and is like, oh, like take
know.
down my number, and
Yeah.
like I'm never good at being like, no, I don't want to give you my
It's a
number,
really hard
stranger.
conversation. Like,
Yeah.
how do you said you're getting better at that? How do you like say like it's hard
I
to
just
say no?
I say like email me or DM me.
Oh, that's smart.
The so I'm trying to think of like, have you ever been to Wyoming for like any of the events or anything like that?
No.
Anywhere
The
close to
other
Wyoming?
thing I thought of is like maybe like something I did with Sydney Wells, like if it's outdoors.
Australian Tim though.
I just think you'd remember that voice. I'm like really unsettled by that voice.
And
It's
you
like
would-
Benicio del Toro and Denimora.
Yeah,
You would definitely remember like an Australian man you met too. That's so
That's-
specific.
That's why I'm thinking it's a random, just drunk dude.
Mm. I'm trying.
Australian Tim.
Have you seen that Denimora show?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. It's so scary.
Parallel parking is move on as we try to get to the bottom of Australian Tim. Mini golf, extreme mini golf versus the touching the car thing. Like who can stay the longest
Oh.
touch to a single item. Start with you, Klemmer.
I'm gonna go with extreme mini golf. I think there's something. I think that like we just said earlier, like that probably should be an event.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text Australian Tim.
Please do.
I'm sorry. I
What do
know
you
this is a weird question.
No, say Tim, give me a call back.
Yes, please.
Don't even
yeah.
act like you don't know, so we can get a call back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know this is.
No, don't do it.
No. I because I'm genuinely curious.
Well,
Yes.
if he calls you back, you could talk to him. Like, please give me a ring back. You know.
He's off road having a fucking
Yeah, he's having a good time.
adventure.
He's having an adventure.
Yeah, whatever that means.
But yeah, so parallel parks. We have two for mini golf right now because I'm voting for mini golf too. I do think that'd be legitimately a good off-roading or a good Olympic event. Tommy,
He's too.
Sorry, I'm
He's
texting
locked in.
Australian.
He's
Tim.
locked in
This
on Australian
Tim thing.
Marty
So it's mini golf
versus
or
the touching the car.
touching
who
the
touched
car, mini golf for sure.
Yeah, mini golf's gonna win regardless.
You know, Tom. You know what? It's gonna be so underwhelming. It's somebody you met once.
Some stoolie that's
you're
not
drunk.
Australian.
He's on his
It's like-
fourth sentence right now.
I know. Like this is like.
Australian. Oh, could it be someone on one of Dana Beer's bachelor parties? That feels like a character. I'm gonna say no extreme random. I'm scrolling through random contacts on my phone right now with friends, and I have to ask, how do we have each other's numbers? I just have you in as Australian Tim. I'm just gonna
He's-
say it.
he's-
I now have to know.
He is this poor fucking guy. So mini golf versus parallel parking to go into the finals.
Are you saying who you are?
No.
Because he might not have you in this phone at all.
Also true.
Yeah, I don't know what to. I don't know how to handle this. Who the fuck
I
is
wouldn't have handled it
Australian?
that
I'm gonna try. We'll reverse look up his phone number later. We'll find
Yeah.
who this guy is. So to go into the finals, mini golf versus parallel parking. Marty.
I'm gonna go mini golf.
Mini golf?
First parallel parking?
Yeah.
Mini golf.
I'm going mini golf as well. The more I think about it, the more I can actually see it as an actual Olympic
Mini golf
event.
probably should be an event. Mini golf.
Yeah, mini golf.
Parallel parking's cool. Driving would be an awesome one, but if we're just simplifying it to the actual thing, mini golf.
So mini golf versus the grocery bag competition that we talked about earlier to win the competition. Klemmer.
This is tough.
So I just want to make sure sanctity of the bracket. The question was what now exactly?
We said
what non-athletic event?
which
should be
which non-athletic event should be in the
in
Olympics.
the Olympics?
Is mini golf an athletic event?
Like
It gets. That's where it gets.
Toes that line,
gets
right?
hairy.
yeah. But like you don't need to be
What
an
non-athletic-
But like also like there is people that are good at mini golf that are really bad athletes.
yeah.
Right.
We had that guy we just hired who's like an incredible golfer.
But like
You know what I
golf
mean?
is in the Olympics already.
Yeah, but this mini golf's a totally different
Mini golf
game.
is definitely not.
It is and it isn't. Like all
No,
the
it
guys
is.
that won mini golf
There are mini
in our
golfers-
event were all good golfers.
But I'm sure like a mini golfer, like the best mini golfer, would smoke any of the top golfers in the world.
There is a mini golf like league.
Yeah, there is,
I've
yeah.
seen that, and they're
Yeah.
really fucking good.
Mini golfers to grocery. I'm gonna say sanctity bracket here. I'm gonna say mini golf is a better event potentially, but I think grocery bagging is what we're trying to do here.
After that explanation, I think I would agree with you. I do think that would be fun, really fun to watch the strategy and to watch the type of like who wins that. I have no idea. Like with the build of person, do these stand to have like really long arms and like really like I don't know like intuitive thinking or like because I'm assuming you can practice with whatever items you want, but then the items they give you during the Olympic could be random.
Yeah.
I'm sure they change it between rounds. I don't know, Tommy,
I'm just so hung up on
I know.
Australia. Tim.
fucking guy.
It's gonna be some random guy.
Who
You'll be like,
cares?
yeah.
But
Why would I put him in
I
as
have probably so
Australian,
many people in
Tim?
this phone
Yeah,
that I
all
don't
sorts of
remember.
people probably I don't know.
But like here's the thing though. Yes, in that scenario where it's drunk and a stoolie and I give him my number.
Which you have more. You give guys your number more than girls.
That's probably true.
Really? Yeah.
No, I've gotten better at it. But
It is no. I'm gonna give Tom credit. Like it is hard to say because they'll ask.
No.
okay, but
No,
here's the thing.
It's not. I've gotten asked my number all the time. I said no. I just don't give my number.
I know.
that's
but,
what I
like,
say.
it's
Just DM me on Instagram.
But here's the thing.
That's what
Here's
he
the thing.
says.
Even if it is that scenario, right? Okay, fine. I gave this guy my number. That can't be it because he would have texted me or I would have texted him.
No,
I
it's
just I just went in my contacts and created a contact for Australian Tim.
Can you see when you created a
Is
contact with someone?
Is it like how Facebook will kick in some like parts like into your contact list automatically if you sync up with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're
wait, what's
synced
the
up?
point of you having a log of everything you do if you didn't write Australia?
No
shit.
shit.
Yeah, that's a
you
good
know what?
question.
I should do that. Well, it could be before the log.
Or you were blacked out
I'm
drunk
gonna-
when you did it.
Do you
I
type your log or
can't-
you hand write it?
The log is
No,
how
it's in my
long
Google
ago? 4
Docs.
years
So you
ago?
can Control F Australian
But
Tim.
can you do that on
On Google Docs, yeah.
You can search it.
No, on your phone.
I think so, right?
Find and replace.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna type in Tim.
Or Australian.
Quit out.
I feel like Australian. you've
Australian probably
never
use
written.
less than Tim. Should be a,
Yeah, but
I think try it on the computer later. Let me see if we can.
no, but the people have to know.
Well, I was thinking if we get to the bottom of this, I could stitch it in and
This
post.
episode can't
Some
end.
guy-
I'm
some guy's in his
gonna
car right
run
now.
and get my laptop right now.
people are driving to work right now, afraid to even go in the office until they hear the resolution of Australian Tim.
Let's see. Are you gonna go with mini golf or are you gonna go with the grocery?
I'm gonna go grocery.
So that means that grocery bags, the grocery bag Olympics or whatever we're gonna call it, is going to win.
But that is really an afterthought compared to the real story.
the
thing,
real story,
which is
Australian.
Australian Tim. Someone Tommy may have met at a bar 3 years ago.
We should just end it and not let anyone know. Because no, it's
No
gonna be
one
the
will
most
care.
underwhelming.
This is gonna be so
thing
stupid.
of all time.
Oh, I did meet him at a bar 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and
Minus time.
But Tommy literally thinks he's the main character in all of our lives.
Correct.
So
Yes.
he thinks that we all need to
he
know.
also
So-
I've given my numbers to like stoolies and stuff before. They haven't necessarily texted me back, so they just like want the number. I don't really know why.
Like, any idea how Australian Tim is? He looks like a 10 heads.
10 heads.
Good.
Yeah.
Why? How the fuck would he know?
I don't know. Maybe it's something.
I tried looking up Australia Tim.
It's in your phone and you don't know. How the fuck would he know?
I'm fucking getting evidence here, Klemmer.
Not a lot of Australian Tims.
No.
There's Wikipedia for Australians named Tim.
You think that he was in Wikipedia?
No.
No, probably not.
Tim Cahill. Oh.
That's a pitcher. No.
Tim Cahill.
There's
no,
a
Tim Hill's a pitcher.
soccer player.
No, there was a Cahill pitcher on the A's.
You're a Cahill.
I know, but do you remember that the Cahill?
Yeah.
Tim
Trevor Cahill.
Trevor Cahill. Yeah.
He was on the A's.
Yeah.
Tim, there's 445.
Okay, try Australia.
No, Australia. I just have had Australia Wagyus for dinner.
But how did it be like 10?
I'm guessing. Honestly, Tommy, it might have been so inconsequential it wasn't even your log.
How many?
Well, it also could be pre-log.
When does the log begin?
Pre-log begins in the log begins in 2021.
Do Tim with
So
like
if
a
it's someone
space.
from
Well, if
college.
Australia, yeah.
Yeah, let me try Tim with a space.
Because that way you'll get rid of time.
Oh,
'Cause-
7. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right. You don't know.
Tim Robinson.
That's the guy. That's a funny guy. That's
Life and Times of Tim.
That's a
Life
cartoon.
and Times of Tim.
What's the life and times of Tim?
Tim Benz when I made the Arrested Mincy. Tim Benz.
Oh, that was funny.
Wait a minute. No, that's not it.
This
Tim,
is...
sales guy at Borstal. Oh, could it be?
Could it be him?
Is Tim these? Well, no. Tim's
We
our
would
sales
know
guy's
we
not
had an
out there.
Australian guy here.
Yeah.
Maybe Australia.
And he's
inside
off.
joke.
And he's
'Cause I
off-roading,
have
crushing
here
it.
in Chicago one night. Good night, John Boy. The bunch of people. MB, Nick, his sales guy, Tim, Greer, Tom Lay. But why would I?
Wait, who's sales guy Tim?
Tim is some guy that.
Wait, isn't there a Tim that works?
This honestly,
Watch, the next smoke show's gonna be finding
the
out who
hell is
Tim was.
Australian Tim?
like this though is like the really like behind the scenes of like how things really are in the office. This
Yes.
is like this is what we do when we're not taping
Yep.
is stupid mysteries like this.
Who is this guy?
We just happen to be on mic for this one.
I'm texting Nick Mulcahy.
Is it this guy?
I don't fucking know. I don't know who the fuck Tim is.
Call him back again.
Oh yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's not
Oh,
Australian.
is there any
Tim.
Australia? Is there any Australian connection there?
No, and he's from. We went to West New England University, which makes you think he's not from Wyoming. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out, and if you ever discover it, we'll put it in post for you
I
guys.
hope he's a good guy.
You what?
I hope he's not like
Not with
I'm
that
gonna
voice.
kill you. For...
Yeah.
That voice?
I think that was like a machine recording.
I don't think there's a what machine. Call him again and play it again.
I'm not calling
Call
him
him
again.
out.
I'm not calling him.
You already texted
We'll
him.
play it
We'll
back.
play it back.
Yeah.
Just call him again.
But we'll be back next week. Next week, the Yak guys will be in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. We might be able to patch.
Wait,
them.
wait,
I'm
hold
not
on.
sure.
Oh.
What's his number?
Oh yeah, Google his number.
No, Nick Mulcahy said yes.
Guess what?
What does the number end in? If Nick has it.
Oh.
This is
No,
ending.
no.
It's
My
ending.
friend from college sent me the link of a Fordham basketball player
All right.
who I did know, but his name's not Tim. His name's
Is he from Australia?
only Australian I knew at Fordham.
But why would he?
He's not.
My friend just sent this kid's profile that only Australian I knew at Fordham. His name's
There's a
Dakiva.
candy in Australia called Tim Tams.
All right. We're done.
Wait. I got no. Mulcahy's kid's number is not 307. Who the fuck is Australian Tim?